Nice. Always good to see people joining the race. Even just seeing that part of the demo was reminding me of that randomizer seed from last night. No high jump, no space jump. Presumably, both of them are in Lower Norfair. And since I don't know how to do the short charge in the room before the lava room, I was only left with IBJ as an option, and that's not really a good option because of all the fireballs getting spit by the heads in the walls. I've got enough time to do this. Actually, I don't think I do, because I think, yeah, I need to watch a cutscene. So let's do that before I even take my restroom break. God damn. Space colon. That copied. Now that I've got a little bit of time, run over to FCEUX real quick. FCEUGX. Weird, J Kokorum doesn't work? Fast forward through epilepsy. Robot 3. Get 1. Flower. Oh my god, he's so slow. Oh, and that is not a lot of hang time. And of course, there's the fact that he spits flower grenades. Ghost 1, question mark 2? Ghost 1. Question mark 2. And Melody. Well, this is the fucking speedrun character. Yeah, like, he's so fast. He jumps so high. And he's missing, like, 2 of the big chunks of health and, like, half of the bar. And that's the way he sings. Blet, blet, blet. He's so fast, though. Alright, one more. do Monster 1, Buggy 2, more flowers. Dragon Race Car. He's just kind of putting along. He's not really going that fast. Can't really jump that high. Flower grenades are still a thing. I'm really conflicted on Flower. Flower and Crystal both have that grenade launch. You know, the grenade toss. And normally when I play Coke Around, I like to fill the screen with as many projectiles as I can. On one hand, it helps clear out all the enemies. On the other hand, it helps to give me a little bit of slowdown that I can work with. Well, alright. Maybe not as many people as there were in the last race, but we're still getting people showing up. So, I am going to hit the restroom. I will be back in just a little bit. We will get going with this week's late race. Alright, I'm back. Welcome to the race, Firebat. Actually, do I still have... Aha! Small stack of CDs in my drawer. Tell me your secrets. Okay, 3 of you are burnt DVDs. The 4th one is my copy of Hoyle Card Games from Sierra Attractions from 1998. That actually has a little bit of potential for a game during intermission. I wonder how quickly I could get in a full game of euchre. 3 computer opponents. Dude, Hoyle Card Games are the fucking best. Like this, and it really sucks that it's just called Hoyle Card Games, because if, like, you try to search for it, you end up finding, like, 8 other games that Sierra has released, all called Hoyle card games. But it's usually myself and a somewhat random partner, a randomly chosen partner, playing off against the team of a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a bear. T-Rex and bear have good senses of humor. I am ready. Poor little guys probably have a really hard time seeing their own card hand. Oh, King Salmon's too late. 3, 2, 1. It's a race. Although I was just thinking, just the other night, even when it comes to stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or Fallout Shelter, hell, I could probably even throw Soda Dungeon or Soda Dungeon 2 in there. I've used those before as intermission games, I can always go back to them. But I also put way too much thought into this. I really should just, like, either do another run between the two races, or do something with the Varioranda or something, I don't know. Play some arcade, maybe. It's just a symptom of having a million video games and not necessarily knowing where to start. I missed the first jump and things have gone bad already. Yep, missed the last jump too. I'm not telling you guys my time. All of you beat me. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Do the old exclamation mark dice. Or load up the wheel of names. It's so funny because sometimes I spend so long thinking about what I should do for the intermission that it's just like, oh, well, the next race has already started. Guess I'm not doing anything for the intermission. What did I land on? I landed on a part of the door that was already opened. That too. And then again, if we had more people, then I would just play a game with all of these people. But it's such a short period of time, only being like 35 to 40, like 30 to 45 minutes. like I found out with some of my other stuff, it can be pretty easy to lose track of time. I could, like, do what an actual speedrunner would do, and that's practice, but, pff, I mean, come on now. This is me we're talking about here. Can't even spell practice. Nice. Attaboy, X. Attaboy, X. Now that's an idea. That's an idea. And if I did that with just my PS2 games, I'd be here until this time next year. Possibly even longer. I swear they patched Alcatraz. Why am I going down there? They patched out good drops too. Dang, dude, Deer Force knew. Yeah, I kinda like this mini review idea. Hopefully I can remember that. I shouldn't need to write it down. Yeah, and of course you did raise a good point. God, I could do that with just about any of the consoles that I've got. If I did it with my PS3 collection, I'd be done in, like, just a couple months. I do not have a lot of PS3 games. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's not even taking into account my Steam collection. Oh my god. I probably have more games on Steam than I do on console. And that's a real silly number. Because I know I've got around about 200 PS2 games. I have way more than 200 games in my uncategorized category in Steam, so... Interesting. Definitely have to see if I remember that. Because a lot of those games that I've got on console, I really only played for like 5 or 10 minutes just to make sure the disc worked. And I do like a good random games night. Easy enough to do because of Backloggery.com's fortune cookie feature. I can tell it just to look through the list of my PS2 games and pick one at random. Oh, dude, I could start... I could start, like, editing out just the review. Put that up on YouTube, fucking monetize that shit. Oh, yeah. Start pulling in that sweet, sweet internet money. It's not the way that works. Either way, it'd probably be more interesting than watching how bad I am at StarCraft 2. Again, fun game, but my APM is like 24. Kinda needs to be like 20 times that number. Fucking hell, I hate when that happens. I let go of my fire button at apparently the exact same time as I hit item select. Open up. Big dippy lizard. Alright. I mean, if I can figure out something with the, with Rocco's Modern Life, I could figure out a way to get that to not be flashing green madness half the time. I could even just stick with that, but... Again, flashing green madness. It's not anywhere near as bad as dripping yellow madness, though. No one likes that stuff. Yeah, right? Not having that shit. course, a good option would also be an RPG that features a mechanic that just allows you to save your game anywhere. Which was tragically leading me back down the train of thought of, hey, maybe I should start playing Lagoon again. That's always a dangerous thought. Man, I still really want to beat that game someday. Like, it really aggravates me when I get all the way to the end of a video game and I just can't beat the final boss. With Lagoon, there is something I could do that would definitely help me come closer to beating the game. Unfortunately, it would also require an absurd amount of grinding right near the beginning of the game. And, yeah, Lagoon grinding. Because I think I would need to work my way up to 10,000 gold with enemies that only drop 4 gold at a time. There's an algorithm in there somewhere. Yeah, Lagoon grinding is not really fun. It's right up there with Hide-Lide grinding. And nobody likes Hide-Lide. I mean, Feasel liked it, but... Good use of my last super missile. Yes, definitely lots of better types of grinding. Speaking of grinding, more in the literal sense, I was driving to work the other day, and all of a sudden, I heard something happen. Like, it was like this big ka-chunking sound. And for like the next 5 or so minutes as I'm driving into work, I'm thinking, oh fuck, I did something stupid and now I have a flat tire. Turns out, when I got to work, I looked at my tire and a stick had gotten wedged into the wheel well somehow and was just grinding into the road as I was driving. It's making a terrible noise. But yeah, like a solid 5 minutes of just uncontested panic because I thought I had a flat tire. But it was so weird because the stick had somehow like gotten vertically wedged into the wheel well, and don't think I could get that to happen again if I tried. This is also true. Ah, fuck. I panic better than the rest. You know, I guess that's also an option for intermission stuff. Is I could start with a brand new file on Panic and see how many intermissions it takes me to get 100% in that game. Oh my god, that would take so long. 'Cause again, I was thinking that my initial run through of Panic that got as many of the gags as I could get in a single run through, even with backtracking, it still ended up taking me like 5.5 hours. And then there's still stuff to get after that. Actually, something I do want to check in Panic, on the map, they show you on your little HUD how many buttons you've pressed on the remotes in each of the rooms by showing this little line of stars. And each one of the stars that's colored in is supposed to represent one of the buttons you've pressed. Yeah, that's the other option, is I have too many options. I would like to 100% Panic at some point, just to say I've done it. Still, that's gonna take like 15 weeks or something. I don't know. The idea with the mini reviews, mini previews, mini reviews, I like that because it's something different every week. But it's the same idea. It's like, it's the same thing, but it's just a different thing. A monster of the week kind of formula. And the worst thing is, this is if I'm just thinking of video games. I could just say, you know what, we're gonna listen to music for this intermission. And yeah, that's an even bigger collection of stuff than what I've got on PS2. Another fine addition. Let's try that again. It's another. What the fuck? Another fine addition to the pile of ideas. Come on, X. What's your running animation? There we go. Apparently X heard what I said last time, wanted to prove me wrong that there is such a thing as too low. Yeah, I may need to start streaming more. I think that's probably the secret, though. It's the secret to a lot of things, is I probably just need to stream more often. And on some kind of a regular basis. I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where I don't want to force myself to do it. Like, I don't want to force myself into playing stuff if I'm not necessarily feeling it that night. Like, nah, I just feel like watching YouTube. Got him. Funk. Oh, he's dead. Good. YouTube reacts, stream ideas. And to think, I used to just take a break for the intermission, you know? Used to just, like, get up from the computer, to walk around, grab myself a snack. Come back and talk nonsense for like 5-10 minutes, then enter the race. Now I'm sitting here thinking I need to do something. I do still like the idea of having the games that play themselves. Like Super Street Fighter 2, Super Bomberman 1 and 2. Super Baseball Simulator. Classics. Alright, X. You're on the hot seat. Too low. Oh, we got it. Didn't bonk the ceiling. It didn't get sparked. Thank you for all the small health, everything. Oh man, if he had that helmet upgrade, it would have blown a hole right through that ceiling. Oh yeah! Hard hat. Oh yeah. With this like orange and white color scheme, is this like Needleman from Mega Man 3? His colors? I need to look up my Mega Man colors. I know what powers correspond to certain colors. Mostly the ones from Mega Man 2, because that one's my favorite. Aw, yeah. Now I'm thinking, because of this music, I'm trying to remember if Little Nemo the Dream Master is one of the only games from my childhood that I played a whole lot, but I never beat. There's a lot of the other games that I played as a kid from the NES era, I have later gone on to beat those games. Trying to think if there's another one besides Little Nemo. The only possible one that's popping into mind is Xerxes, but I've definitely beaten that game. I don't remember if it was with save states or not, but I definitely remember seeing the ending of Xerxes. It's a very silly game. Now this game, TMNT Fall of the Foot Clan. Oh baby. That was a solid Game Boy game. Traveled with me on many a road trip. Mm-hmm. 2 super missiles that just got eaten by question marks. Okay. Whoa, there we go. Supers, please. You see, why can't I get all of them to drop supers at once, all the time? Because nothing is also in their drop table. Am I the only one that thinks that X's spin jump looks a little silly. Like, he's not tucked into enough of a ball. Just kind of looks like a stick spinning through the air. Here we go. Okay, opening round. Yeah. There's a P, there's an I, there's an R. It says RIP. Now, at some point, I do need to figure out when I'm going to be doing my semi-traditional October mini-marathon of NES games. I don't remember if I did it last year. Because that would have been, like, right after I moved in. Either way. Probably figure out what I'm doing and then when I'm gonna do it. Might be a little late to do another Monster Month idea, but before I get too worried about any of that, should probably wonder about when I'm actually going to start playing through Raw Danger again. me through the save point? Yeah. I started shooting way too soon. Such a good song. Oh, go back, do it right. Well, if I could get it running on my computer, then I could figure out how to capture it. Diablo 2 could even work as an intermission game just because it has the functionality of saving whenever you want. And that's honestly the only reason why I was even jokingly playing Lagoon during intermissions every once in a while. Because you can just fucking save everywhere in that game. Well, pretty much everywhere. I don't think you can save, like, in boss rooms, but that's... You can save right outside the boss room. Why do you need to save in it? Gotta love that red ice beam. One more. Did just have another thought. Inspired by the sprite that I'm currently using. I could probably do a couple of the Mega Man X games, X2 and X3, for intermission games. And the way I'd do it is I could just spend like a half an hour getting through a single level. And then I'd get the password at the end of each level, which is effectively saving my progress as I go. Actually, I could do more than just X2 and X3. I've got the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. I forget how high that goes. I forget what all games are included in that. Oh, nice, we got the KO. Yeah. I didn't spin. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 22. Jump up into claws. Hooray! Not too shabby, babby. Just going back in my head a little bit to when I was saying, imagine if I just said, nah, tonight we're gonna listen to music instead of playing a game or watching a cartoon for the intermission. Oh man, just thinking of where the hell I would even try to start. Like, that's a harder decision for me to make than trying to figure out what video game I should play for an intermission. Because if I were to play music, okay. Like if I were specifically to play an album that I've got, you know, do I pick from some of the stuff that I've been listening to lately? Do I pick some of the stuff that I know really well? There definitely needs to come a point where I just say, I'm thinking about this too much. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet. It's like, well, when you're doing something like this, and it doesn't require a whole lot of attention. For me, playing Super Metroid is kind of like driving down the highway. Like, my mind just is free to wander while I'm doing this. Because I don't need to 100% focus my mind on what I'm doing. Because I can kind of just, you know, muscle memory my way through this game. It's one of the few games that I can do that with. Especially from this time period. Like, I can't even do that with Super Mario World anymore. Another idea. More of a question. I wonder how long it would take me if I were to do it just in the 30 minutes for intermission. I wonder how long it would take me to get in Final Fantasy X, or how long it would take me to get up to Blitzball. So I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. The only reason I even bothered repurchasing Final Fantasy X was because I wanted to play Blitzball again. Because I remember really liking Blitzball and not being that bad at it. Going back even further, a terrible idea for the intermission would be to boot up my copy of Fire Pro Wrestling World and have CPU versus CPU wrestling matches for that 30 minutes. Mostly because, once again, I'm not the biggest fan of wrestling fans, but also, I spend way too much time creating characters in that game. Like, another thing I've mentioned a couple times on stream is the fact that I create so many made-up pro wrestlers that I've had to buy multiple copies of WWF No Mercy on N64 just so I have a place to put them all. I don't want to just have them sitting on a memory card. But, like, a lot of the created wrestlers I would make were kind of in the same vein as what Fire Pro Wrestling as a franchise used to do, in which it's very much this other person, but they've just been named something completely different, so they avoid any kind of copyrights. Like, instead of Hulk Hogan, they had him named Axe Duggan in one of the games. Blip. Still need to check out some of these episodic Telltale games, point-and-click adventures. I've got a couple of them that I could play. But again, something tells me that intermission might not be the best time for that. Still think the mini previews is the best idea so far. Oh, we got it. Nice. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We did it. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, if I did go through my PS2 collection with the mini previews, you can be sure of one thing. I am not going to be playing Maximo Ghost to Glory again. Nah. I would rather play that fucking horse racing game that I've got that I absolutely don't understand and don't like. I'm surprised I haven't thrown away Maximo Ghost to Glory yet. I was actually watching somebody else play that game, and someone in their chat was talking about how it's one of their favorite games on PS2 and how the sequel sucked. And I got so mad that I had to leave the stream. It's like, I do not trust myself to not just talk shit to this person because they obviously are the complete polar opposite from me when it comes to video gaming. I once again think Maximo Ghost to Glory is 10 pounds of missed opportunities in a 5-pound bag. But then Maximo Army of Zin is one of my personal favorite games on PlayStation 2. So, who really knows anymore? But I actually, like, couldn't believe that there was someone that was actually willing to say that Ghost to Glory was one of their favorite PS2 games. I just wanted to ask him how. This game is just such hot garbage in my opinion. But we were also talking earlier about how I'm not really a big fan of playing Undertale. I do like watching it, but even when I gave that game a second chance recently, I just can't get into it. Something about it, dude. I don't know what it is. Just, it doesn't feel good to me. Done. 58-48. We'll take, dude. It's a good looking time compared to stuff I've been getting lately. That's gonna make no that's gonna make no sense in context when you see it on the website. Maybe it will. Good fun. Now this is a video game that I only dislike when it treats me badly. Which, you know, is like periodically throughout each run. But that's the sign of a good video game. Is how angry can a video game make you, but you are still willing to go back to it. When I think about it that way, dude, Ocarina of Time has got to be one of the best video games ever made. That game used to piss me off. I always go back to it. Fantastic. Well, I don't think I'm going to do any video editing tonight, but the old VOD here should be up at some point. Probably tomorrow. May decide to do it late tonight if I feel frisky. But yeah, there's something about certain video games that just makes them not feel good to play. Whether it's the camera, the controls themselves. But you know what always feels good? Dear Force! And an explosion! Boom. Fantastic. You know what that means. That means we did it. I'll let this run a couple times. I feel like I've done better tonight than I have in the past couple of weeks. Maybe I'm wrong. Good fun, though. That is gonna wrap things up. Nice, neat little bow. We done did it. So, thanks again to Ponk for hanging out earlier today, finishing up Sam and Max Hit the Road. Thanks to Insane Firebat and everybody else from the SRL races. A lot of fun, as it is, each and every single week. Good luck if there's going to be any more races going on tonight. And well, thanks for stopping by, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, thanks for typing out slots if you did. And I will, in fact, see you next mission. Bye! Have a good one, everybody.